is Double MD. Here we are at a Naviance Party. Show around. That's my assistant. Name's Isak or Ozzy, whatever you want to call him. Or as I look around at the audience, I will be performing to. So got all these people. When I will be performing, I will be up over there. And when I am doing so, my assistant will be holding the camera, hopefully. So yeah, pretty large crowd, pretty decent. And I'll update you later. See you.
That's how you do it.
Magic Dan is going to do some magic for us, so give me a round of applause.
I'll just stand here. Okay.
Hello everyone. How's everyone doing?
Yeah. Hi.
Great. I'm Dan. Some people may know me as Double MD, Magic Man Dan, my stage name. I'm a magician. I've been doing magic for 10 years, and I'm going to be entertaining you today for about 10 minutes. So let's start out with a little bit of a warm-up. We're going to warm up a bit. How many of you played a copycat game when you were younger? You were copying other people. Anybody? Are you good at this? You guys good at it? Let's find out. I'm going to test how good you can copy others. In fact, you're going to be copying me right now. This is a game of follow the magician, follow the leader. You're going to be copying what I'm doing. I'm going to be walking you through this. It's going to be fairly simple. You're going to start off by taking your hands, putting them out in front of you, and I invite everybody here to do so. Go ahead and follow along. Your hands are out in front of you, like a mummy, just like this, right? If you want, you can move around so there's enough room. Your thumbs are down, so your arms are out, thumbs down, just like this, right? You're going to crisscross your arms and lock them together, just like this. Got it? Got it? Okay. Just follow what I'm doing. Move your thumbs up and down like this. Can you do that? Thumbs up and down. Got it? Can you move your pinkies up and down like this? Got it? Okay. Can you move your arms in circular rotations like this? Great, you guys are good at this. Now can you move your thumbs up like this? I'm going to be telling you a bit of a story how I got to where I am today. I'm going to be telling you a bit of a story on how I got to where I am today. I'm going to start with one of my earliest memories of magic. I remember when I was in elementary school, I used to mess with the mind of one of my teachers. I'll let you guess what subject that teacher taught later on. But here's how I did it. I took out 3 ropes of 3 different lengths. There was a short one, a medium one, and a long one. I invite any of you to check it out and examine them. Anybody want to take a look? I will. Make sure they don't stretch, make sure they don't shrink. They're regular, plain ropes. Take a look at them, examine them, right? Once you're satisfied, pass them on up. Pass it up.
That's all.
Right. So here's what I did with my teacher. I took the short rope, I took the medium-sized rope, and I took the long one. I told my teacher I can make the 3 ropes the same exact length. She said, yeah, it's easy. Anyone can do that. You take scissors, you snip right there. It's very simple to do. I told, no, I'm not going to be using any other objects, nothing besides the ropes, and I'm going to make them the same length. She thought for a minute and said, well, I kind of see where you're going with this, because if you take the ropes, you take the bottom ends and you bring them up to the top, you do sort of get the ropes the same exact length if you look at the top part, right here, right? They're all the same length if you bring them up to the top. But I said, no, that's not going to work either, because you have all this mess down here. That's not good enough. So she said, what are you going to do? How are you going to make them all the same length? I said, very easy. You apply a bit of magic and get them all the same length. It's really that simple. That's just all you got to do. So this really messed with her mind. This really messed with her. And she went crazy. She was going to jail. I used to mess with her head every single time, every single day. I'll tell you one thing. She did not appreciate it. And when I did this, I told her I was going to do something, and I did it. I took the ropes, I tied them together, just like you're seeing here. I'm going to try to recreate exactly what I did. I told her, hey, I told you I was going to do something, and that's exactly what I did. So it kind of framed you, in a way. And she was going crazy. I don't think she knew what left and right was anymore. I had to make it easier. So I gave it a little bit more magic, and simply got the ropes back to their original size. So when I untied the ropes after that, I was left with the original ropes I started with, which, if you guys remember, is the short rope, as well as the medium rope, and the long rope.
Confetti.
Regular ropes, right? All the same.
Make a YouTube channel.
I have a YouTube channel, which I will be telling you later on about. I'll say now, it's actually Magic Man Dan 6. Maybe you want to write it down or pass it down. I do have a YouTube channel, Magic Man Dan 6. Over the years, I've been experimenting with magic, playing around with it. Got jobs, hired. I got hired for various reasons because of my magic. One of which, my favorite, was repairing things because I had the magic touch to fix things up. I don't know how I can recreate this with technology or computers, but I'll do something simple for you. Can I borrow a napkin from somewhere? Like one of those napkins. Napkin right here, right? Now, napkins, you handed me the napkins now, right? How many did you hand me? Let's do a bit of math here. There are some math teachers here, so I invite you to follow along. How many pieces of paper do I have right here? One. How many do I have now?
2, 3, 4, 5.
I'm pretty sure there's more than 5. You gotta remember exponentially. If 2 gets ripped in half, you get 4. If 4 gets ripped in half, you get 8. So they don't really add up by 1. They keep multiplying, actually. I'm sure math teachers know that, but have you been keeping count? Do you know how many pieces of paper I have right now? See, my magic tells me there's about 373 right now. I invite you all to count. Anybody wants to count? No, I can't invite you to do that. Now, like I said, it's all about repair. You don't want to lose any pieces. Every piece is important. Here's a little secret. I knew secrets other people didn't know. And I was going to do a melting coin secret thing, but I took that out for too long. But here's a secret on repairing pieces of paper. It's all about compression. You have to press it together. Anybody know what happens when you squeeze things together, such as 2 pieces of clay? You know what happens when you squeeze them together? They become one, right? So something similar is supposed to happen, if you think about it, with pieces of paper. Some of you are thinking it's a piece of paper, and if you try that, it's not going to work out for you. But that's the difference. The difference is between me and other people is I had the magic touch that allowed this to work for me, even though others weren't exactly able to do so. So if I unfold the paper, which you actually see happening right in front of you, you'll realize
Where's the garbage can?
You make the rose?
What?
You make the rose?
No. Magic.
how you doing, Mr. Ron?
Hey, dude.
This guy's
What's up?
suspended twice for having cards. So here's what we're gonna do. One of the keys to success, which I followed, is told to me by somebody some of you may know, Miss Arcello. If you're all seniors, so you probably know Miss Arcello. One of the things she told me, keys to success, is imagination. I agree with her 100%. Imagination. It's powerful. It's very, very powerful, and that's something that I use a lot as well. And it does lead to success. And I'm going to prove that to you right now. I'm going to show you how powerful the characteristic of imagination is. Is anybody here an imaginative person? Have a great imagination? Some of you. Okay, one of you help me out. One of you want to help me out here. Anybody help me out, please? You can sit in your seat. In order to demonstrate this, I brought with me one of my favorite props. Right here, I have it. It's called the invisible deck. It's a great prop. It's amazing. Can you catch it for me? Right, got it? Okay. Can you please take out the cards and place the box right there on the table in front of you? Got it? Okay. So the cards are in your hand. Can you give them a quick mix? You shuffle them up. Make sure they're all randomized, all in order. Not in order. Just random, entropy, shuffle. Got it? Okay. Hold the cards in your hand, just like so. Are the cards face up or are they face down? They're face up? Great. Please fan them out in front of you, just like this. Right? So I want you to pull out one card at random, anyone you want. Just pull out a card, and I won't look at it. So I will pull out a card, look at it, make sure you know what it is. Don't tell anybody. Only keep it to yourself. Got it? Now here's what I want you to do. I want you to turn the card the other way and put it back in the pile. So So your card is the only card looking the other way in the deck. Basically, the whole deck is facing one way, but your card is the only inverse card in the entire deck. You got it? Can you close the fan up? Close the fan and hold the cards in your hand. Now the box is right there, right next to you. Can you put the cards back in the box for me, please? All right, can you throw it right back to me? Thank you. Okay, thanks. Now, basically, let's recap what you did. You took the box of cards, you pulled out one card, and you flipped it and put it back in, right? That's what you did, right? Before I open the box, before I do anything, can you please say for the first time what the card was that you chose from this deck? What was the card that you pulled out? Two of Hearts. Are you sure that was a card, right? All right, that was your card. That was the Two of Hearts. All right, the annoying bell. Yes. Here's what I want you to do. I pulled out the cards from the box. What do you notice about them right away? They're all face up, just like you were holding them, right? You're holding all the cards face up, right? Now, as I keep going through the cards, you'll notice that there's actually right there one face down card in the entire deck. One card, which you said you flipped, right? Can you please take the card out and show everybody? Imagination is a powerful thing, and I hope I just proved it to you just now. So it's a very powerful thing. I hope I made this realize right now. You guys understand this. One other thing that you should keep in mind is that you always have to try to improve something. Always take something that's good, try to find a way to make it better. I'm going to show you, once again, why that is a great thing to do and why that's also a key to success. I have a card effect called the Ambitious Card Routine. Have any of you seen me do that before? The Ambitious Card Routine? I'm going to quickly explain to you what it is, and I'm going to get one of you to help me out in doing it. So,
Whoa.
Mason, it has to be Mason. It has to be the
Mason.
number one biomed
following
student.
directions? I need
No.
someone that can follow directions.
No.
That's the number one biomed.
I don't think Mason can follow directions.
So, let me ask you this. Will you be able to follow directions?
Yeah.
I need someone that can do that. All right, you're good? All right, great. So a quick recap of what the Ambitious Card Routine is. For those of you that don't know, it's a routine that I do where a person selects a card from the deck, such as any card they want. The card is then placed into the center of the deck by them, and with a motion, a gesture, anything like that, the card will always return to the top of the deck, every single time. So I sat there thinking to myself at one point, how do I make this even better? How do I take this awesome effect and make it even better? And I think I found a way. So I'm going to start out by beginning how I always do, having a person pull out a random selection. Whichever card calls out to you, just pull it out. Make sure you like it. You got it? You like it? Is it a nice card? Can you please show it to everybody else so I don't see it? Make sure everyone sees it and I don't.
Show it to the camera, please. Mason.
You got it?
Yeah, everyone got
Everybody
it?
knows it.
Yeah.
Everybody knows it, right? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take the card, and like before, like every Ambitious Card Routine is going to be lost somewhere into the center of the deck, right? Now, before, normally, the Ambitious Card Routine is done when the person who selected the card either snapped their fingers, did a magical gesture, something along those lines. They were the ones that brought the card to the top of the deck, and I thought, if I made it come up to the top myself, that would be even better, right? It's not as easy, but it is possible. If I go 1, 2, 3, those 3 taps, that's a magical motion. That's what I realized was all I needed to get the card actually to return to the top of the deck once again. Now, I'm doing it on my own, but then I thought to myself, I made it better already. How do I make it even better? I figured out a way. Let's add a twist to this. Let's say their card was not in the deck. Let's say I removed their selection and I placed it into my pocket. Now, how is it going to get back to the top of the deck? It has to jump out of my pocket onto the top of the deck, correct? Exactly. But then I thought to myself, how do I make it even better? Here's how I figured it out. Please put your hand out for me, just like so. I'm going to put the cards right there on your hand. Please put your other hand on top of it. Right? Here's what I want you to do. Do not remove your hands. You are the guardian of the cards. You're guarding them. You're not letting me get to them. Okay. Do not remove your hands until I tell you to do so. That's the only thing you're going to have to do. Can you do that? Great. Think about it now. How is the card supposed to get to the top of the deck? It has to jump out of my pocket, go through his hands, then on top of the deck, right?
Yeah.
Do you think that's possible? You think you can do that? Yeah. We're gonna find out. You may feel something a bit weird. Let me know if you do, but let's see if I can do this. Let's see. Magical motion, 3 taps, right? 1, 2, 3. Did you feel that? You felt it, right?
Okay.
Cool, weird. Here's what you do. Remember to keep your hands together.
Right.
I'm only going to pull out the top card. Remember to keep your hands together at all times, right? Even after I show everyone the card, keep your hands together. That was just your card, was it not? But then I thought, how to make it even better? I kept thinking, how to make it even better? And I really couldn't find a way. I was really stumped on this one. I didn't know how to make it better than this. So then I realized, well, if I was to close a show with this, which I probably will, well, what better way to close it than to make the deck disappear? Remember the magical motion? What do you have to do? What's the magical motion? 3 taps. 1, 2, 3. Deck's gone. You can remove your hands, by the way.
I have to say what I was not invited,
That it?
but he's the greatest magician in this world.